What's happening, Stealth Army? It's me. We're back with another video today. I think it's safe to say that we're getting super close to the release of 1.17, which is part 1 of the Caves and Cliffs update. Now, I don't know about you, I'm super excited for brand new content. Anytime we get new features, your boy's hyped, okay? Now, obviously, I'm not that removed that I do know that there's a lot of people that aren't excited and thrilled about 1.17, but at the same time, there are people that are very excited for new content, and I think I fall in that category. So I figured, why not talk about features that I'm super excited to see in Minecraft? 6 specifically, and I'm sure there's a lot more, so guys, share your favorite item and block down below, as well as mob that you look forward to seeing in part 1 of the Caves and Cliffs update. Okay, you get positive, optimistic stealth today, not savage stealth. That's gonna be for a later video. All right, so just be happy, guys. With that said, hashtag stealth army down below for a heart, and don't forget to leave a like if you want to see more 1.17 content as well. I appreciate the support. Let's get into it. I feel like the best one to start off with would probably be like the most obvious one, which is that they're adding a ton of new blocks in this update. If you're a builder, this is like Christmas right now because they're adding more blocks than even the Nether update, right? 1.16 had a ton of new items and blocks, and 1.17 is exceeding that. I know it's essentially like a builder's update, so if you don't like building, you're probably not going to like this update, but you have to admit, there's a lot of blocks. I feel like there's a block for everybody. I mean, we got the copper, and there's a lot of different stages to copper. We also have my personal favorite, the deep slate. I think the deep slate is the best looking block we've received in quite some time. Like, I can't wait to build with this. I'm going to build dungeons. I'm going to build like a cathedral, an evil lair or something. I don't know. It's going to look sick. I just can't wait. And then we got all of the new vegetation. We got all of the new blocks related to the lush cave. Like, there's so much going on. I really feel like there's a block for everybody, even if you're not a builder. So that's a beautiful thing. I don't necessarily feel like you have to enjoy building in order to love Minecraft, but I do think it's important that Mojang continues adding new blocks in Minecraft every single update. So believe it or not, like, this is definitely necessary. Even if you don't feel like this is important, it's super important to introduce new blocks. And I think we got some of the best blocks we've ever received. So I can't wait for all of the new blocks for 1.17. You already know I had to include the Amethyst Geode. Like, they are stunning. They're beautiful. Like, I could spend all day here. Probably not, but seriously, like, you can tell that if you find an Amethyst Geode, it's something special because there's nothing else in Minecraft that looks remotely like this right here. It just feels like you're in a miniature fantasy dimension. It's so beautiful. And then we got the amethyst shards that you can get from this. And then with that, you can create the Spyglass. So they're definitely going to be something that you want to find. They're not going to be too common. I think they decreased the generation for these things, so they're not going to be all over the place like they were in the beta and snapshot. As of right now, this is the only new structure generating in 1.17. So everything related to the mountains as well as the cave biomes, that's going to be in 1.18, as well as the new world height limit. That's also in 1.18. So technically speaking, this is the only new cave generation that we're getting in 1.17, and it's probably the most beautiful one outside of the lush caves, which I think the lush caves are gorgeous as well. But let me know what you guys think about the Amethyst Geodes. It's a lot easier to find one in creative, so just finding one in survival is probably going to take you some time. So when you do find one, make sure you collect everything, especially if you want to make your Spyglass. But let's go ahead and move on to the next feature. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be surprised that the Spyglass is on the list, especially considering all of the other blocks and items we have. But just hear me out, okay? Because I feel like the Spyglass, yes, it is a sleeper sort of, but if you compare the Spyglass to what we saw during Minecon in 2020, like, completely different. It's like night and day. Like the Spyglass now is crisp. It's like 4K Spyglass. It looks really good. Like you can zoom in super far away. So if you're a creeper, if you like to creep on your neighbors, like this is the tool right here. And I feel like it's one of those tools that will be more appreciated in future updates. Like I feel like it's one of those items, one of those tools that you would use in exploring new biomes or new dimensions, or if we ever got like the end update. I feel like a lot of people would want to use this item right here to discover new areas, new terrain, and even just exploring the nether update or the nether biomes. Like this would be super helpful because there's a lot of dangerous areas in the nether, so maybe you want to scope out the area before you just jump straight into it. So this next one, I feel like a lot of people tend to sleep on it. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I just don't see that many creators or streamers or YouTubers talk about this item right here. The glow berries. And I think they are absolutely beautiful, especially in the caves. Like they are stunning. They emit like this beautiful light in the caves. And they also give us the yummy, delicious berries as well. So it's a W right there. It's a double W. 2 for 1 right here. And I just don't see that many people talk about it. I mean, just look at the difference in the cave. Like it just changes the entire dynamic, the entire energy of the cave. I think this is a really cool feature, and hopefully you guys are equally excited, or if you weren't, maybe now you're super excited for the glow berries. Let me know down below. How do you feel about the glow berries? Will you be using them? Will you be eating them? You know, there's a lot of cool things you can do with that new vine, but let's continue. We are back in the darkness again to show off another one of my favorite features in 1.17, and it's not the glow squid. I'm sorry, the glow squid didn't make the cut. Little savage, just a little savage, but the glow item frame did, specifically the glow ink sac. So yes, we are getting glow item frames in 1.17, and you gotta admit as well, like we've been asking for the glow item frame for a long time. So if you've been playing Minecraft for a long time, you already know we've been asking for this. So it's pretty cool that we're getting the glow item frame thanks to everybody's favorite mob, the glow squid. I had to save the best for last, the Axolotl mob. I think we can all agree that the Axolotls are just adorable, and they're also very vicious as well. Like, I seriously can't wait for the Axolotls. They come in different colors. They will follow you if you have a bucket, as well as tropical fish. They love their tropical fish, and that's also how you breed them, and they will play dead. And when they're playing dead, they will regenerate, so they can heal over time when they're playing dead. So very neat. Like this isn't something you get in any other type of mob. Like this is a very unique mob, and it's one of a kind for sure, and they're super adorable. I love the swimming animation, how their legs sort of just move with their tail. It's just super adorable, and like I said, they kill everything, so just be careful. You know, they love tropical fish. They love any fish actually. So they are super vicious, very savage. They literally don't care. Like they are the ultimate mob if you love the water, if you love exploring the ocean, or you intend on going to an ocean monument and getting all the loot and fighting the Elder Guardians. I'm not sure if that's a good idea to bring your pet axolotls, because you're probably going to end up losing quite a few. They don't have the most health, and even with the regeneration, it's still extremely risky. So if you go to an ocean monument with your axolotls, just be prepared. Don't get too attached to them, because you're probably going to lose quite a few. I've tested this a couple times, but regardless, the axolotls are definitely the coolest mob that we're getting in 1.17. We don't know anything about the warden. If it's going to be in 1.18, fingers crossed. I really do hope that we still get the warden, but as of right now, the axolotl is a lot cooler than the goat, as well as the glow squid. Share your favorite down below, and what would you like to see in the next update as well, past the second part of the caves and cliffs. Notification Squad, y'all the best, and I'll catch you all in the next video. So take care. Peace.